Is there a smell that instantly takes you back? A sound, a certain light in the sky, the way the air feels just before a storm? Sometimes it only takes a moment, something small and specific, and suddenly we're somewhere else, somewhere familiar, somewhere that shaped us. Welcome to Quiet Currents. I'm Kenneth Pearson, founder of Live a Haiku Life, and today we're exploring the third principle of this practice, observing with intent. This isn't just about seeing, it's about noticing, paying attention to the small things that often go overlooked. It's about tuning into the world around you with your full senses and finding meaning in the details. There's a certain sweetness in the air that always stops me in my tracks, the scent of honeysuckle. Even now, when I catch it unexpectedly, walking past an overgrown fence or along a quiet stretch of road, I feel something in me pause. It's a scent that carries memory. It brings me back to the neighborhood I grew up in, and more specifically, to Aunt Nancy. She wasn't a relative by blood, but that word, neighbor, never felt big enough. She was family in the truest sense. She had a close relationship with my parents and looked out for my siblings and me as if we were her own. Her house always had this warmth to it. I remember her porch, shaded by tall trees, with honeysuckle climbing the edges of her fence. On summer afternoons, she'd be out watering the plants and flowers or sitting on the bench in her front yard. She always greeted us with a smile and a huge kiss on her cheeks, and you always knew she was paying attention to everything. She was the kind of person who saw things other people missed. The crack in your voice before the words came out, the way someone's shoulders slumped after a hard day. She noticed the small things, the ones that didn't ask to be seen, and she responded in small, quiet ways. A look, a touch on the shoulder, a pause that gave you space to breathe. I didn't have the language for it then, but Aunt Nancy was teaching us what it meant to observe with intent. She didn't just see us, she noticed us. She listened with her whole presence. She created a kind of care that wasn't loud, but deep, the kind that lingers. Observing with intent is about slowing down enough to notice what's often overlooked. The texture of the world, the rhythms in people, the spaces between things. It's about using all of your senses to engage in what's right in front of you and letting those details speak. In haiku, observation is everything. It's how the poem begins. Before the words come, there's a stillness, a moment where the poet is simply watching, listening, being with what is, the shift of light, the pause between breaths, a bird landing on a branch. These moments don't shout, but they speak volumes if we're paying attention. And it's not just about nature, it's about people too. How we show up for them, how we notice them. It's in how we listen, how we respond, how we create space for someone to be fully seen, just as they are. Observation is often underestimated in the workplace, but it's one of the most valuable tools we have, both as individual contributors and as leaders. When we observe with intent at work, we start to notice the undercurrents, the mood in the room during a meeting, the body language of a team member who isn't speaking up, the patterns that form when communication breaks down. These are the things that don't show up in reports or project plans, but they're essential to how team functions. For those in leadership roles, observing with intent isn't passive. It's active, thoughtful presence. It's what allows us to respond rather than react, to notice when someone's overwhelmed before they burn out, to sense when a team needs encouragement or when they need space. And for those who aren't in formal leadership positions, this kind of attention creates trust. It shows care. It says, I see you, without needing to say much at all. Intentional observation builds strong teams, strong relationships, and strong cultures. It turns the workplace into more than a place where work gets done. It becomes a space where people feel known, supported, and understood. You don't need hours of free time or a quiet retreat to begin observing with intent. It can start with 5 minutes in the morning, sitting with your coffee and simply noticing your surroundings. The color of light, the scent in the air, the way your breath feels moving in and out of your body. Or you can bring it into conversations. Try listening not just to the words someone is saying, but how they're saying them. What's left unsaid? What does their energy tell you? Haiku teaches us this art of noticing. It encourages us to let moments unfold without rushing them, to be with the details long enough for them to matter. And when we live this way, not just in our writing, but in our lives, those small details become the gateway to deeper connection. So today, I invite you to notice one small detail you might usually overlook. Maybe it's something in nature, a sound, a scent, a flicker of light. Maybe it's something in someone else, a shift in tone, a glance, a hesitation. Whatever it is, allow it to be seen. Give it your full attention. See where it leads you. Thank you for being here with me. If today's reflection spoke to you, I'd love to hear from you. You can reach out through the Live a Haiku Life website or find me on LinkedIn. And if you're interested in bringing this kind of awareness more fully into your personal or professional life, we offer several ways to support that journey. Our Quiet Contemplations program is a one-on-one virtual coaching experience designed for individuals at any level of experience. We also offer team building and leadership workshops and retreats, each grounded in the principles of Live a Haiku Life. To learn more, visit our website at www.liveahaikulife.com or email me at liveahaikulife@gmail.com. Until next time, may your moments be mindful, your connections meaningful, in your life a quiet current of presence and simplicity.